Okay. Whoa.
Got a motorcycle.
Fast cars. All right. So, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. And does anybody have any questions for me before we start? No, you did not level up.
No.
Okay. Figured just head off the obvious one first.
Yeah.
All right. So when we last left the Agricultural Tax Extension Committee, you had leapt onto a boat, a river barge, in a thunderstorm, battled a bunch of bandits who unleashed a bunch of monsters from cages. Their captain dove overboard. Al jumped after him.
He did.
And Yvonne attempted to bring the boat under control before it crashed into the bank. Unfortunately, it was too late to do so. And we left with the boat crashing onto the bank. Before we start, I also want to point out that I'm just going to bring everybody over here for a second. I made Clock's page.
Beautiful.
And I even have, if I can figure out how to do it. Oh, I didn't.
Oh, got loud over here too.
Yeah, there's a global setting. There's a global volume.
Oh, mine hasn't gone yet. Okay, so where do...
Oh, global. Jesus H. Christ. Okay.
Oh, this is funny. Thank you, Steve. Whatever setting you set it to is perfect for my audio settings. It just came out in the background. It's like a 15, a 10, just a very nice.
Yeah. I think I have to check my eardrums for bleeding.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. Either that or finally all of the hunt playing with the volume all the way up is caught up to me.
Yeah,
and this is like exactly what I needed.
Your tinnitus. So yeah, we've got clocks now, so that's good moving forward. I'll have to pretty up this document a little bit, but anyway.
Example clock.
Example clock. The only annoying thing about this is that if I want to change it, I have to like exit out and then change it and then put it back, but that is not the end of the world. Okay. So, who in this group can fly again? All right. Bob, you're a fairy. Grace, how do you fly?
I have bat wings.
That's awesome.
I'm a tiefling. With cool bat wings.
Also, the tiefling bat wings are way fucking better than fairy wings. Fairy wings, you can fly in light armor. Tiefling wings, you can fly in anything lighter than medium armor, which is stupid. But anyway.
That sounds pretty cool to me. But, yeah.
I'm just jealous because fairy. Anyway.
No,
Okay.
It sounds like if your wings are inferior, maybe you should take a step back from the leading the group thing and let the real wings take charge.
No, I don't think so.
I see you've got the Tiefling variant. You have Hellfire and Wings. Cashish's Mockery. Damn. That's a really good variant. What is that variant from? Is that from the Tasha's Guide?
I think so. I don't think she actually gets Vicious Mockery. I think she has to pick one of those three, and I think the one she went with was the Wings.
I see.
So it's cool, but it's not like, you get everything and flight.
That's awesome.
Only a little OP because of other decisions.
This wasn't from the D&D wiki, was it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's on D&D Beyond without the optional stuff.
Good. Great. That's awesome. All right. So the good news is the two of you easily fly to safety. Like, so the barge is like rocking, and it's heading straight for the shoreline. And Yvonne, you're like, uh-oh, and you just, both of you just like, all right, well, peace. Unfortunately, there's no possible way through right now. I guess, Justice, you could attempt to grab Knave, but Knave at the moment is size large. He is a big boy.
Yeah, and this is the problem is I don't think I can selectively let go of the spell, and so letting go of it for Knave might help Kyle, but letting go of it for Knave means that Casey is now swimming not large size without advantage on strength rolls, so it's probably staying on.
Yeah.
I'll try it anyway.
All right.
I'm a good person. I'm gonna help you, Knave.
That'll be strength athletics. We're gonna say it's probably DC 20 because he's a big boy right now.
Yeah.
Should we go back to the map, Steve?
I can do that.
Okay.
Hold on.
Do you want me to turn down
The river, loading the river.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, big.
Yeah, you are. It's
You use a big boy right now.
As a big
Yeah.
boy.
nope.
Unfortunately, yeah. So Justice, you fly over and you grab him, and you're like trying to pull him, and it's just not happening.
I tried.
You did.
Knave, what are you gonna do? You see the boat rapidly approaching the shore.
Hold on to something.
Okay.
You hold on to the grick.
All right. Why don't you make me a strength saving throw, Knave?
I don't know. Does he get advantage on those? I'll just take the spell. I don't think he does.
Hold on, let me bring my
Where's
player
my
sheet up.
character sheet?
Okay.
Where are those? Here we go.
Saving. Do I get advantage on this?
I'm trying to find my character sheet. I've lost it.
No, you have a disadvantage.
What's the name of the
Oh,
spell?
search actors. Here we go. I got it. Spellbook. Enlarge, reduce. Boom. Enlarge. Strength checks and strength saving throws.
All right.
Okay. Well, that's good news.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it is good news.
You easily make it.
I'm strong.
You strong. So the boat crashes into the shore. Timbers explode. Lanterns go black. The grick that you were just fighting moments ago goes flying into the darkness somewhere. The flying monkeys that were tormenting you guys just scatter. The cages that were on the deck go flying. The bodies of the smugglers go everywhere. But Nate, you're fine. You just kind of like hold on to a mast with one arm and the edge with the other, and you're just like, oh, okay, that was almost bad. So yeah, after everything is said and done, I mean, you're cold and wet. Thunder flashes in the background, but everybody seems to be safe. And then Al,
Casey.
Al, we're just gonna say you also make it. Al wanders up out of the surf, carrying the smuggler.
Very nice. Like a bandit captain.
Yeah, over his shoulder. Giant dragon man. So yeah, everybody made
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Remind me, what was like? Was our purpose just to kill these bandits, or did we have like a?
No, we were trying to get information about the Red River Gang.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, we were trying to they've outsmarted us or gotten around the ministry, and this was our lead to get to the bottom of what was going on with the Red River Gang. Is that
Is it the
right?
Red Ring Gang?
It's the
Red Ring Gang. Red Ring Gang. Yes, that's right. Red Ring Gang.
So yeah, so Owl will probably like walk up to how do you Evan?
Ivan.
And like throw this guy down on the ground. He's just sopping wet and everything, and just be like, "Hey, I got him, boss. I got him. Hold on. He's good. He's not going nowhere."
Great job, kid. You did fine work.
Oh,
Never
thanks.
fucking do that again.
Oh, was I thought we were supposed to.
No, you did exactly the right thing, but also, God damn it, you let the boat crashed here because we didn't have anyone damn near the helm to grab the damn wheel, and it was a rough time for a rough ride. But let's see if we can salvage one wreckage today and turn to the guy that he's got. Is he conscious?
Oh,
As
no.
you turn to the guy, I turn to the boat.
Nice. Perfect.
Is there like a below deck on this? Or is it just a?
No, it's actually there's no lower deck. It was just there was a shallow river barge. I had 3 large cages on it, 2 of which were opened in transit, and one of which now that you look at it, looks like it flew off of the boat and shattered open on the bank.
God.
Damn, the third one that was sealed shattered open.
Correct.
I wanted to find out what was in that and try to preserve it so that we had
Can I do? I don't even know if I'm good at this. Can I try and figure out what was in the cage by like footprints or?
Sure. Why don't you roll investigation?
Okay. It's something I'm not terrible at.
You have no. You're not even sure there's anything in the cage.
Wow.
Oof.
Perfect.
Oof.
I'm just stepping, like my giant footprints are stepping in what other muddy footprints were there.
So as Kyle is investigating, Justice, while you're dumping water out of your boot, and the air in front of you, like a blue line, about 7 feet long, like zzz, appears in front of you, and then opens like a door. And out from the door, let me see if I could do this correctly.
Oh, shoot. Okay, where are we? Where are we on this map? Are we not on? Oh, we're not on the shore. We're okay.
Like over here. Or
Okay.
maybe over there. I don't know.
Whoa.
Mm.
Thorg, 2 trees. Oh, I like this guy's symbol.
If there should be a text thing on the top, if you click text,
If you click on it, a senior member of the Ministry of Compliance, an expert in all things arcane. It is thought that Thorg might be the Ministry's longest-serving member, but his service record is, of course, classified. A remarkably polite gentleman.
So, a half-orc with, glasses and a very nice robe and a very long beard, kind of peers out from this portal and, stops and reaches back and pulls an umbrella out and pops it open and steps through. It's like, well, come on.
Oh, who's this guy?
That's I like tap fly up to his ear. That's Thorg 2 trees. He's kind of a big deal. I was gonna question this prisoner, but I guess we're gonna have to do that somewhere else. All right. Yes, sir. Coming right on, sir.
Do I bring this guy with us?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Has anybody met Thorg?
I mean, I'd guess Yvonne has probably met Thorg at some point or another.
Okay. Yeah, so as you fly through, he's like, "Oh, Yvonne, nice to see you again. It's been a while."
Okay. Of course, sir. Nice to see you too as well.
Good gracious, were you the one driving that boat?
Never got the chance.
That was me, I think. Yvonne said I was supposed to drive it. I didn't know I was supposed to drive it.
Well, let's discuss it where it's not raining. Come on. Come. Minister Leclerc wishes to speak with you.
Mr. Leclerc, great leader of the Ministry of Compliance. We're in some shit.
We just walked through the.
Just walk on through. Go ahead. Hippity hop.
Can I get over there? Am I stuck on this boat?
Is he gonna?
No, you can fly over there.
Yeah, it doesn't. You're not actually on the boat here.
My token's stuck.
Yeah.
There. Okay.
Where
is everybody? Wait for me. Where are we?
At this point, the spell's probably worn off. So.
Oh yeah, it only lasts a minute. So you guys are regular size again. I just don't know how to change your things back.
Steve's gotta do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure neutral.
Is it gonna hurt when I go through? Or like.
No, not gonna hurt.
Only if you're wicked. No, it's not going to hurt. All right, let me hold on. Just fixing tokens. Oops. This is not. Well, you have more options. Not as intuitive as I would have hoped. Okay.
As I'm flying through, or like I hesitate just for a moment to say, Thor, do you think we should clean up after the escaped creatures, or we're just gonna let those ones go?
Escaped creatures?
Yeah. Pretty confident.
How many escaped creatures?
Well, one Grick. Not sure on what the other ones were. Haven't had a chance to investigate yet. The crate's right there.
There's
Alright.
definitely some
Fly-
flying monkeys.
Like monkeys. Those
Oh
guys.
yeah, flying monkeys. Good point. Yeah, I forgot about the flying monkeys.
Oh,
I
so
hate flying monkeys.
so not only did you crash a boat, you lost all the contraband.
But we got this guy.
Well done. Well, good job. So it wasn't a total catastrophe.
Just a near one.
Well, good thing it's not another Oro, right, Yvonne?
That's right. Not another Oro.
Who's gonna move the boat out of the river? I mean, that looks like it's blocking a good passageway.
No, don't you worry about that. I'll take care of that. You all just go on through the portal.
That sounds like a job for the Ministry of Boats.
Confidentially speaking, I don't know what boat you're talking about.
Well, it's right there.
Oh, so
I
it
mean-
is. Go on through the portal. Hippity
Yeah.
hop.
He flies through the portal.
I will go second.
I'm in.
After Al comes through, he turns to Al and he flies up. He says, "Gotta tell you, Al. Sorry, I guess it was me. I probably should have told you. You were in charge of steering the boat. I forgot that, so that's not on you. That's on me."
Oh, that's okay. We can learn about these things.
Yeah, we'll do better next time for sure. Absolutely, that's the way of these things. He pulls out his pipe, smoking.
All right. As the portal starts to close behind Thorg, you see him kind of like do one of these as a flash of light, and just as the doors close, you hear a boom.
Nice.
All right. Well, you guys find yourselves in what looks like a room that's designed specifically for teleportation. Like there's a magic circle, engraved like an iron circle, embossed into the floor of a very nice room. Wood panels, warm. Some artwork on the walls. You do notice that the floor itself, though, is like brick, which is probably for the best because you guys are soaking wet. Like everybody's just Al obviously went swimming, but the rest of you were in a thunderstorm, so you're not much better off.
Mm-hmm.
And you see there's a guy there with like towels. He starts just handing towels out to everybody. And Thorg's like, Alexander, could you do me a favor? And I'm sorry, young Dragonborn. What's your name again?
Aloysius David Abercrombie, sir.
Wonderful. Mr. Abercrombie, do you happen to have the keys to that shackle that you have attached to the gentleman you're carrying?
What? Let me somewhere. Hold on, in my pack. It's a little wet. Give me like a few minutes. I'm gonna take some time.
Okay. While Mr. Abercrombie is looking for his thing, why don't the rest of you go to the study where Minister Leclerc is waiting for you? Yvonne, you know the way.
Yes, sir. We will absolutely do that. Will our prisoner be coming with us?
No. I'll handle the prisoner. The minister wishes to speak with you about a different matter.
Oh, okay. Well, as you wish, sir. And Yvonne will float down the hallway.
Go do it. We'll pause. And then.
All right. So you guys are in like a manor. It's very wealthy place. Yvonne and Justice specifically, you guys recognize this as being the headquarters of the Ministry of Compliance, specifically the administrative wing.
Mhm.
It's located in the city of Tiraron, which is the capital of the Kingdom of Erin, where you reside. Everybody's been in this building, but very few have been in this section of the building, because this is where all the bigwigs have their offices.
Did you say it's in Terra Run?
Tiraron.
Tir Arun. Got
Yeah,
it.
here, Tir. I'll just
See if I got it right.
like that.
Aha. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, cool. Almost.
Okay,
So, Tir Arun.
and yes, so yeah, it's this wing of the building is lavishly appointed, rich carpeting over hardwood floor, leads you down the hall to a office door, which is guarded by a ministry agent. In case you are wondering, anybody who is employed at your level, which you are all considered to be, your technical title is enrolled agent, or EA.
Okay. EA Sports. Okay. Got it.
It's at the game. So, as you approach, there is a guard at the door, just like an agent, who nods at you and opens the door for you, and leads you into the office of Jermaine Leclerc. 1 second, I've got a thing for him as well somewhere.
5, 10,
Here he is.
30. Wait, yeah, 30.
Oh, nice.
Handsome devil.
Jermaine Leclerc. Okay.
You want to use your short
So, Jermaine Leclerc is a bronzish gentleman. You see him sitting behind his desk. He's got this large mahogany desk. This isn't a desk. This is an institution. This desk is probably never it was probably built in this room, and it will never leave. It's one of those desks. It probably weighs 3,000 pounds, and it is covered in paperwork. Like, we're talking empires of paper. The stratification of these things could measure the age of the kingdom. It is. And you see him, he's very studiously concentrating, writing on something. He says, I'll be with you in just a moment. Bloody paperwork. And while he's finishing up, another servant comes in with two servants come in, one with a tray and the other one with tea and sandwiches. And he kind of gestures to you all and then walks out.
You have to shoot it. Can you mark off?
Yeah.
Al starts going hard. He's had a long night.
Okay. Yeah.
Second page of your
All right.
Yvonne will pour himself some tea.
arrows. There should be a list.
So eventually, he signs the paper and he puts it on a stack, one of countless identical stacks of paper.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Oh, sorry about that," and he wheels himself around from the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you probably, once again, Yvonne and Justice know that Jermaine is actually wheelchair bound. He had a very unfortunate run-in with a minotaur in his youth, which led him to be paralyzed from the waist down. You also know that just because he's in a wheelchair does not make him any less dangerous. That wheelchair is full of surprises.
So Tanya, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, he wheels himself around. Says, "Oh, thank you for waiting. It looks like
it's fine.
Looks like you've all had a busy evening."
It's the goblin's turn.
For sure, the boat broke it into four.
I'm sorry, I don't speak primordial. I don't know what that was.
We sunk a boat and captured these guys, and then all these creatures got away.
He kind of looks at Thorg, and Thorg shrugs.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
It was definitely not our cleanest job, despite the rain.
Well, at least it wasn't another Oro, eh, Yvonne?
At least it wasn't another Oro. I'm gonna need you to tell me about Oro. Anyway.
All right. Well,
We'll come back.
so Oro is a destination. It's northeast. It's far northeast of here. It's a town not far from the city of Andanen. It's actually a warehouse town for the city of Andanen. What happened in Oro, Bob? I don't know, but it was bad.
Perfect. Got it. All right. Yeah.
This is like the noodle incident.
Yeah. Part of me, I just had a thought that I'm like a little reluctant to do, but part of me maybe thinks that Yvonne was unintentionally part of why Oro went as badly as it did, because maybe it was like one of those moments where the tides went way the wrong direction. So
Okay.
it's like, yeah, it wasn't, at least it's not another Oro. It's like, yeah, who knew where that fireball came from that lit that district alight or whatever. Anyway, we can come up with more stuff later. Got it. At least it's not another Oro.
At
Mhm.
least
He kind
it's
of
not.
shrugs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're not close
Mhm.
enough.
Yep.
This is 5 feet. Right
Gets
there.
real tight-lipped whenever Oro is mentioned, which I think people probably notice, especially smart people like Thorg and Jermaine.
Oh. Ah.
So Germain says,
Do that.
well, it sounds like the cleanup this evening is going to be troublesome. And Thorg's like, not that troublesome.
Lean next to it.
He's like, well,
Oh. Like,
well, don't worry about that. I have another task for you.
Oh, thank God. I mean, yes, excellent, sir. Wonderful news.
And he kind of turns around and he grabs a leather portfolio off of the desk and opens it up and says, is anyone here familiar with the town of MILLWATer? It's okay if you say no. It's not important. The town, that is.
I don't know. Have we ever heard of MILLWATer?
I don't know. Have you?
Yeah, I'll do it this way, I guess. Normal.
So 6.
Is that where we get all our bread?
No.
Oh.
Different kind
Yeah.
of mill.
And
I don't know.
All
What
right,
does a history
Bob,
check of 15 tell me, I guess?
Bob, a history check of 15 tells you that MILLWATer is a town that is located, it's on a tributary to the Steel River called the Blue Ribbon River, and that it is known primarily for its, I said not fabrication mills, fabric mills. It's textile mills, I should say.
Okay. Textile mills. All right, now I'll convey that and probably note the Red Ring Gang and the Blue Ribbon River and realize we're coming up with a whole ensemble.
All right, so you relay that, and Jermaine kind of looks up at you like genuinely surprised. It's like, well, I'm genuinely impressed. I didn't know about them until this evening. He kind of adjusts his monocle. He's like, well, the reason I ask is because 3 weeks ago, well, I should say a little bit more than 3 weeks ago, the ministry discovered a small tax discrepancy with one of the mill owners, a Carter Dubois, half-orc. And we sent an agent, Patrice Jacobs. Do any of you know Patrice Jacobs?
No, I don't.
Well,
Was I supposed to know, Patrice?
I shake my head. I shake my head at Al, and I kind of look towards Justice, thinking maybe Justice knows Patrice Jacobs.
Do you want to try to go and kill it?
I've met Patrice. Patrice is nice, I think.
yeah, Patrice. So Patrice, you know, he's a gnome, about 3 feet tall. He's got this like
Yeah.
shock of blonde hair. He always struck you as a little bit high strung, but you also knew that that high strung really channeled very well into anal retentive behavior, which served him well in his job as a ministry agent.
Which is all that matters.
Mhm.
So
That's all that matters.
It doesn't matter.
Gavin says it doesn't matter.
That's right.
All right, so he said, well, Jermaine says, well, 3 weeks ago, we sent Agent Jacobs to the town of MILLWATer to investigate this discrepancy, and we have not heard from him since. He has gone missing. Now, agents going missing in the line of duty is not irregular. However, we always investigate.
It's the size of a large dog.
Sorry.
That is a large town.
So, your mission, the mission that I'm giving you, is to find out what happened to Patrice Jacobs in the town of MILLWATer, if it happened in the town of MILLWATer. And also, while you're there, investigate this discrepancy in Carter Dubois' taxes.
Yeah,
And let me
Yes, sir.
see if I can do something real quick. Not
Ooh.
there.
Two
Uh,
sides to your dagger. It slides right past her dagger before she can stab it.
I have a question.
1 second, Case. Let me. I'm gonna be.
He's
I'm gonna.
trying to do technical stuff, and he needs to focus.
Okay, so if people could go to their journal entries, it's in the top right. It's the
Yep.
open book icon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys see it?
MILLWATER.
Do you see an NPCs folder?
Here.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
And what do you see when
It's
you open
got-
that up?
Jermaine, Patrice,
Thorg.
and Thorg.
Ministry of Compliance, which you can open to
Uh,
see Jermaine, Patrice, and Thorg.
Perfect.
But you
So
can't see a picture for Patrice yet because we haven't met them. Oh wait, yeah, no, there is a picture. Look at that.
there should be a picture.
Oh, there's a picture of the morning rose too. Cool. Okay. Cool.
Picture of the morning rose.
Yeah, there's like a hut or a house that you put in for the morning rose.
Oh, I didn't know you guys could see the morning rose.
Yeah, we can see the only inn of MILLWATER.
Interesting that you can see that, but you can't see anything else in the MILLWATER area.
I can see
Correct.
the Ministry of Compliance.
Okay, no, that we'll get to that in a second. I just thought it's interesting you can see that in the MILLWATER folder when
Nothing else though. No.
you'll understand why I'm confused in a couple of minutes. So
okay, gotcha.
Okay, so anyway, so yeah, so you have so I've made it so that everybody, I believe I've made it so that everybody can edit the notes, the journal entry for those people. So you guys can keep notes
Is it 6?
for the NPCs.
I don't think we can, Steve.
Nope.
There's no little pencil thing.
I have notes on the left, but I don't have a way to
Okay, hold
adjust or edit the NPCs.
Interesting. 1 second. Configure permissions.
Loading. Please wait.
I don't suggest you use it right
Neither do I. That's a bad idea.
now. Okay, it's the rat's turn.
Okay, try now.
Okay.
For
I'm gonna close it.
Jermaine or Patrice or Thorg.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No, it's magic.
No pencil icon.
Nope.
No? Okay, well,
I'm taking
right.
notes on the side, but I can
Okay,
copy
that's
paste
fine.
them in once that works.
I was hoping that I could do that, and it's not working right now. We're not going to hold up the game. So, anyway,
No, it's gonna
so he closes the portfolio and he hands it to you, Yvonne.
Mhm.
And let me.
Start wings batting as he goes down.
Oh, I can't show this to the. God. How do
I'm not.
I?
Can hold it with a mage hand.
So he hands you the portfolio,
Yeah.
and you open it up, and inside has a picture of Patrice,
Mhm.
and like his general description. It says, 3 feet tall, blonde hair. Notable features. It says that the left side of his mouth, he has several golden teeth, due to having an unfortunate incident with a mace a couple years ago, and he had some
Okay.
cosmetic dentistry done.
He's a much better.
And then I'm trying to figure out
Okay.
how to.
Because he's higher.
I can't even show. All right, this is not working the way I'd hoped. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do it this way, which is bass backwards. But okay, Bob. In your inventory,
Mm-hmm.
you will see an item under tools called Form W2-G.
Okay, I see it. Form W2-G. Got it. This magical portfolio. Okay, got it.
All right. I'm just going to read it aloud to everybody because I can't.
Oh, cool.
I can't share it with the group apparently. Or Bob, you want to share it?
Yeah, that's fine. This magical portfolio embossed with the Ministry of Compliance logo holds a single piece of crisp white paper inside. Once per day, Form W2G can be used to cast a limited version of the sending spell by writing on the paper. Once the message you wish to send is complete, the words will vanish and appear in the form's companion, which is currently in the possession of Minister Germain Leclerc. Minister Leclerc would appreciate frequent updates, but he is not always at his desk. Don't rely on a swift reply.
And then you have to fire.
Cool.
at
So he says,
fire.
yeah. So please keep in contact. And
Of course,
tomorrow,
sir.
Yes.
we'll have a carriage waiting for you tomorrow morning. If the weather keeps up, you might be delayed, but if it clears, you will be in MILLWATER by tomorrow evening. It has an excellent inn, I've been told, called the Morning Rose. Keep your receipts if you wish to be reimbursed. And Yvonne, seriously, not another Oro.
We'll do our best, sir. Of course, not another Uro.
What's an aura?
We can talk about it another time.
Do you know anything about this?
Receipt. Oh, can I cash this here, sir? I hold out my receipt for my last page stub that went to another town.
That's right, your trinket.
This looks like you would have to take it up with the bank.
So.
Okay. Yeah, any particular bank?
You know, most of the banks are run by the same organization, which is the banks of Andonin. Don't worry though, I actually hear that there is a branch in MILLWATER, so perhaps you
Oh.
could ask there.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, sir.
Does anybody have any further questions for me?
When you said there was a discrepancy in taxes,
Yes.
did he pay too much taxes or not enough taxes?
Not enough taxes.
Oh, okay.
If they pay too many taxes, that wouldn't be an issue.
Is it like break a leg, not enough taxes, or like
Al.
Oh.
Mm.
okay.
We don't injure people for not paying taxes, Al. We investigate. It's different.
Right, sorry.
Thor kind of makes like when you say that, Thor kind of goes,
Okay, I think
Any else you have left?
how do we get there?
Al, they said they were going to send us by carriage. You gotta keep up, man.
Carriage, right? Sorry. Okay. How long will it take? And can we have snacks?
We're going to be there tomorrow. They said that too.
Can I get more of those sandwiches?
I just
before
put my hand like on his shoulder. I give it a slight, not hard squeeze, but hard enough.
right, just like a gentle reminder that,
hmm
yeah, fair.
Oh, we could just grab one more. They were really delicious. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Well, I look forward to hearing your updates of your progress. Rooms have been prepared for you. Have a pleasant night's sleep.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
And excuse myself.
Do we all have to do the writing, or can we just have? I'm not really good at the writing thing. Can somebody help me when it's time to do the report? So we really, I'm not. It feels overwhelming.
We'll make it easier on you, Al. Don't worry about it. We'll give you a chance at it and make sure you're feeling comfortable, and it'll all be okay. But for now, I need some shut-eye. Pulls out his pipe and flies away to his room.
Okay. Is anybody doing anything interesting before the trip to MILLWATER?
I guess before that, I do want to check. Do we have like any not requisitions? What are the words? Besides the W2G forum, are there any supplies that we have access to for the trip?
What did you want?
I mean, I don't know.
Any sort of like common item you could probably easily acquire. You know, like any sort of equipment or tools that you think you're going to need would be very easy to requisition.
Okay.
I try to get my manacles back.
Okay, you get your manacles back.
Okay. And then I buy snacks.
Okay.
Okay. Very nice.
Very important. Snack budget.
Let's see. What
Yeah.
things does... rope. Got rope. Got a tinderbox. Got clothes, a backpack. Some things would be helpful.
And you guys, I opened up some more things in the player knowledge journal
Okay, so
for those of you who are interested.
I see the Ministry of Compliance one.
Do you not see the other ones? All right, hold on.
on the-
1 second.
Swords.
All right.
plural?
Do you see? There should be one that says House Martins.
Okay.
You might have to back out and go back in.
21. Okay, that is a hit.
House Martins. Where is that?
Under player knowledge?
No, it just says Ministry of Compliance.
All right, hold on. Oh, because I didn't do it right. Guys,
Oh, okay.
if you don't do it right,
House
it doesn't
Martins.
it
There
doesn't
it is.
work.
There it is.
If you don't
Oh.
press the save button, it doesn't save anything. That's a hot
Blood
tip.
for blood?
That's their house
that-
motto.
Blood for blood. Got it.
Joking.
Okay.
No, not yet. It's still very much.
So House Martins is the
With
gentry, the gentle family that owns Millwater.
Gotcha.
okay, yeah.
And that is their
Okay.
sigil. And
Not
that,
creepy
Are they the ones
at
that
all.
they're supposed to owe taxes?
no, that's somebody else.
Oh, okay.
That's hold on.
That's Carter Dubois, the half-orc mill owner.
Uh,
I'm gonna get it right.
so hold on.
I'm just playing in character, guys.
It works?
So in NPC's Millwater, there should be a folder now called the Dubois Family.
Oh,
There is. Oh, here we go. Carter Dubois. Okay, so that's a different... Okay. A former adventurer turned successful capitalist. Okay. Widower. His wife, Carleen, died 10 years ago. His second wife is a dragonborn woman named Agatha. Well, there's our villain. It's always the second wife. Sorry, Grace.
Wow.
damn.
I think that says more about you than it does about Grace, Bob.
Happy birthday, darling. One daughter, Ava. Carter Dubois owns half the mills in Millwater and has his eye on the second half. Okay.
Wandering, and there. I keep listening and looking around for goblins, but you didn't see any, so.
I'm very pleased with these Hero Forge portraits.
Yeah, those are great.
Dagatho might be like my favorite one I did.
I was just looking at that one. She's
With her
kind
fucking
of amazing.
baller ass hat. I was just like,
Yeah. And the grin that tells you everything you need to know.
it's kind of more like a sneer.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. Go to bed. Get to the wagon the next day.
Yeah.
Carriage, whatever it is.
And then I can probably open this one up as well.
Or, sorry, plus 20.
The Martins family. Okay.
Both of you.
Yes, the Martins family. The reason I'm opening this up, this is all included in the portfolio
Mm-hmm.
that
Okay.
the clerk gave you.
Let's see you.
Like they have some intelligence on Millwater, but like he said, it's not a happening place. This is not like, as far as places go,
Okay.
this is not
Gotcha.
so this is all like information that the ministry has, but they don't have in-depth intelligence because it's not worth the cost, or it wasn't until
now. Yeah. I see Anastasia Martins is the twin sister of herself.
Oh, so she is.
But I assume that's Lucas's sister,
it
and Lucas is
is.
Anastasia's brother. Gotcha. Cool.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Again, Arrow just snaps him.
Oh, that guy's really cool looking. The Cult of Saint Clara, and Saint Clara is.
You don't know.
What? Oh, okay, perfect.
Actually, hold on. I think I do have something for her. Haha.
in because
Uh,
your uncle's in.
I do.
So
Okay. Under townsfolk in Millwater, there should be a.
we drink and
Oh, that's cool too. Nice statue. Nice. Yeah, well done making a Hero Forge token for a statue, Stephen.
You're welcome.
Respect.
It's called production value, Robert. You know.
One of the 4 petals of the Order of the Rosé. Or is that the Order of the Rose?
It's both.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
we're kind of hungry, so
Legend is that her temple was built upon the place of her doom where she died in battle with a terrible demon. Well,
we'll talk.
we've got a plot hook.
You can talk to your uncle.
All right, yeah. So Yvonne is probably just reading over the documents and tells anyone that wants to read over the documents too to let him know. That's what
I'll
he'll be
read
doing.
all the documents and
Of
take
course.
notes on them.
So after everyone I read, I hand it to Justice, knowing that she's going to take much more detailed notes than I could possibly hope to take on them.
All right. So night rolls into morning. True to his word, Leclerc has a carriage waiting for you outside the ministry headquarters just as dawn breaks. And you guys hop in and head to Millwater. It is not an eventful trip. Actually, it's quite boring. The weather.
Oh, man, this is boring.
The weather is miserable.
Are we there yet?
It clears up around midday, but in the meantime, it's the roads are muddy and the trip is slow, and there's nothing much to do except listen to Al complain endlessly. But eventually, you guys make it to around sunset. You guys make it to Millwater.
Okay. Oh, there's Millwater.
That is the town of Millwater. Now, this is the fun part.
Yes.
1 second.
It's loading 98%. Let's see if it'll do that last 2.
I'm at 98 too. Come
Are
on.
you?
Yep.
Oh
You can
boy.
do
Better
it.
98.
You
Got
can
it.
do it.
Did it. I
Did
made
it?
Oh, mine didn't do it. Come on, do it.
Mhm.
98. 98.
It's probably loading something. I don't know. You can do it, Foundry, I believe.
I wonder if I reload if I'll have better luck.
Mine worked.
I'm gonna try reloading and see if it works better. Come on,
it
Foundry.
I'm
I
not
will.
gonna bother reloading until yours works. Oh, mine worked without reloading.
Just
Mine
took a
was
minute.
Maybe I
I'm
just got
in.
out of the queue is what happened, and now
It could just be that it's a larger
there it is.
thing.
Perfect.
All right, so this is the map of the town of
Oh.
Millwater. Now, if you go on the left, there should be a little bookmark icon called Journal Notes.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on that,
Right?
Journal notes.
Oh my.
Oh,
There's a
I
lot
clicked
of,
on it, but it
lot
didn't
of
do
places.
anything.
it did something, but it wasn't dramatic.
Wait, on the left?
on the left, there's a little bookmark icon called Journal Notes.
Oh, you have to click on the bookmark.
And then click.
Yeah.
Yeah, you click
Wait,
on the
what-
bookmark.
Okay, that's cool.
Under the ruler / over the die.
Under the ruler, over the die. I click on that, and then a little symbols pop up on everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's not okay. There's not
And-
more.
That's what it's
Okay.
supposed to do.
And if you double
Okay,
click
cool.
on those symbols,
Oh, there we go. That's the thing I was missing. Cool. Oh, wow.
Watchtower.
Okay. So theoretically, can we write notes here? Oh, there's sound in
What?
Templeton. I have sound.
What do I click on to get sound?
it should load when eventually. It'll load eventually, and you'll get some music.
So I can't. I don't see any text yet for things, but maybe that's just because we haven't been to any of them yet. Okay, the Watchtower has text.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's some stuff that has.
Watchtower.
Anything that has a little symbol should have
Yeah.
text. And if you double click on it, it should have a little description.
Oh,
So
cool. Yeah, there it goes.
it's mostly like landmarks, neighborhoods, etc.
Gold Gate doesn't have anything,
Oh, owned by the Bogart
does
family.
not.
They seem right up my alley.
but otherwise.
Some of them do not have things just because I haven't added anything, or because I didn't think that it was important enough. Gold Gate is just the northwestern gate of the town.
Or the bridges
Why
are
didn't you
bridges.
write that, Steve?
Because I ran out of time. Because I was busy creating a map, Grace. So you guys roll into MILLWATER through Gold Gate, go down the road, hang a left, go through Martyrs Square, and the carriage deposits you directly in front of the Morning Rose. The Morning Rose is a large 2-story building. The bottom story is mostly made out of brick, like red and brown brick, and the second story is a mixture of plaster and wood. It's got a freshly tiled roof. Oh, hold on, I had a description of it. Where is it? Yeah. A comfortable 2-story building of brick and wood with a fresh red-tiled roof, a red-tiled gabled roof. The front doors open into a small mud room, which itself leads into a large hall. A hall that seems optimistically large. Like, for the size of town that MILLWATER is, this hall seems significantly larger than it should. It has a huge chimney that burns like a furnace, or a fireplace that burns like a furnace. Inside, you see a couple of locals. It looks like kind of scattered throughout this enormous hall, and you see fairly close to you guys is a dwarf up on a stepladder who looks like they're trying really hard to light the candles in the candelabra. And the dwarf... One second.
Everything you see on the map. Yeah, but
Looks like that.
which one?
Something going on with that eye there, or has he got dichromy?
It's just bad light.
Oh, okay.
We'll say dichrome. We'll say one eye is kind of milky. I like the right eye being a little milked over.
Okay.
And
So the one that he's trying to light, I'm gonna float over and say, "Oh, nice in, allow me," and then use Druidcraft to light it and light my pipe.
all right, the dwarf's like, "Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind of you." And the dwarf clambers down. It's like, oh, travelers! I wasn't expecting travelers tonight. Welcome to the Morning Rose. My name is Mildred Queen, proprietor. Can I get room? Are you going to be staying the night? Are you going to be just drinks? We have food.
Let's do the whole package.
Wonderful. Rooms are a gold piece a night. That includes breakfast, which is a fried trout with toast, which is a local... sorry, you caught me a little bit off guard. I wasn't expecting visitors for another 2 weeks. You're not with the pilgrimage, obviously. It's just passing through, or is it...
What's the pilgrimage?
Sorry, you're obviously not from... The pilgrimage, the Four Petals pilgrimage, it's a... You know what, why don't I get you all something to drink, and then I'll explain it. Any preference? We have wine, ale, and nothing we have local if you want it. Yeah, we love your local ale, Bruce. And you see a guy down the thing, kind of turn and glare at him. He's like, "Yeah, we love it. We love it. Don't drink Bruce's ale." But we do have some imported things. We have wine, if that's your preference. We have a full bar.
And this is Mildred?
Mildred.
Okay, Mildred Queen.
Mildred Queen.
Cool.
Yeah, Mildred is actually a lady. It's a little bit difficult to tell with dwarves.
Of course. Understandable.
Have any Andonin ale?
Oh, of course. I import it special.
I'll have 2.
Very good. So Mildred takes everybody's order, whatever it is, and
whiskey.
Whiskey, yes, I can do whiskey, and for the tiefling lady,
I'll do wine.
excellent choice. I love it. Would you? I have a particularly fine rosé, if that would be.
Perfect.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Grandpa, it's your uncle.
So, and for the other gentleman,
That's Nave.
Just a nail.
just a nail. Okay. All right. So, Mildred kind of ushers you to a nice table. Dusts it off really quick, even though it's immaculately clean. Rushes off and comes back very quickly with a tray full of drinks. Places them out. Dinner. You're hungry. Dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
I'll have two.
Two dinners. Very. Very. Mary. Dinners.
Yeah.
And from the back, you hear somebody go, "I'm reading a book." Will you excuse
What
me?
did we hear back?
Yeah, I'm reading a book.
Oh, okay.
Would you excuse me for just one moment? And Mildred storms into the back, and you hear some crockery breaking. She comes back. She's like, "Dinner will be ready in just a moment." And Mildred pours herself an ale and sits down at your table. It's like, "So, you had questions about the pilgrimage."
Oh yeah. What is that?
Oh, okay. So, once a year, so let me back up. MILLWATER is not a important town by most standards. However, we are a special place in a pilgrimage for a knightly order. They're called the Order of the Rose.
I know them.
Wonderful. So, legend is that there was a woman, a saint. Her name was Saint Clara of the Silver Blade, and in this location where the temple currently is, you probably saw the temple as you came in. It's the big building; you couldn't miss it. That temple was raised in the location where Saint Clara battled a demon, and they killed each other, and she's a big deal in the Order of the Rose. So there's a big pilgrimage called the Four Petals Pilgrimage. I guess the Four Petals are the four saints that the Order is, the founders of the Order, and people come and they do the Four Petals Pilgrimage. They travel around the Kingdom of Erin and visit these special temples. And 2 weeks from now is traditionally when people start showing up for this leg of the pilgrimage.
What? No.
And then
Do
everybody...
they serve the brunch there? Because I heard it's really good, and I've always really wanted to do one of their brunches, but I've never been able to get in because it's always a long line, and I've always had to go back to work.
Well, you've come to the right place, my friend. I am very good friends with Patriarch Martins. I'm sure that I can get you in.
Yes.
I like you.
In the journal under player knowledge, I added a document called the Four Petals. Actually, I can just show you guys.
Oh.
It's just history about who the Four Petals are and their whole deal.
It's weird how
Cream of vengeance.
close to our party this is.
That's weird. So, Mildred drains her ale, stands up, like, "Well, is there what brings you all to MILLWATER? Just passing through, or?"
Nobody says anything. I'm about to spill my guts.
Yvonne says, "Oh well, we are members of the Ministry of Compliance, and we are here on official business."
All right, you say that.
Sorry. Pause. Back up. I read the wrong words. I meant we are members of the Agricultural Tax Extension Committee, and we are here on official business.
All right, she's like, the agricultural. What's that?
Well, we make sure the tax extensions are abided by, and when we notice discrepancies in the tax code, and then he starts a very boring explanation of the tax code and how finances make their way into... Yeah.
All right, so
I didn't know that.
So, Bob, as you keep talking, Justice, you probably notice that you see Mildred starts getting more and more nervous the more and more Yvonne talks. And she's starting to like give everybody the side eye, like, oh, are you ministry?
We can neither confirm nor deny any involvement with whatever group
Because
you're referring to.
I'm all paid up on my taxes are legit. Like, I'm all paid up.
Wonderful. That's exactly what we like to hear.
If you were ministry.
Yeah, we're Agricultural Tax Extension Committee members, so of course that's what we like to hear.
Oh, there's
Okay,
many
okay.
people always traveling on the highway.
This is really good ale. Can you give me another one?
Yes, I can. I'd be happy
Oh.
to.
You've already had twice as much as anyone else. Maybe you should slow down a bit. We are on official business, remember?
I'm twice as big as everybody else.
Part of the reason for that might be because you order twice as many meals as everybody else. So just
be
keep
fair.
that in mind.
He's about 15 times as big as me, but still, I'm gonna eat 15 times as much. Probably 40 times as much.
You guys are going too fast with the math.
It's simple. He like moves coins around on the table. This is Al's size, this is Yvonne's size, this is Justice's size, this is Knave's size. You see the disproportionate amount that Al eats compared to everyone else in the group? I'm just saying, it's good that we're all getting reimbursed for this, but we gotta save some money for the rest of the trip.
How do I get my money back?
We take the receipts, which we have to make sure that we get, and then we return them,
Said many
Point
and
to
then they reimburse us. No,
I
we
need
don't
a
return
receipt.
them. Yeah, yes, that is true. We do need a receipt.
I can provide you receipts. When you check out, I will provide you a receipt
Mhm.
for services rendered.
So do we have to pay for everything and we wait till we get a receipt?
You do have to pay. Whatever reimbursement your employer offers is between you and them.
Complicated.
Hal, you really need to stop embarrassing us with the not appropriate questions and the double ordering of everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I won't.
cool.
I don't want that other ale now.
You. Okay.
She's already brought it to you, man. You gotta just take the ale. It's fine.
Well, if you need anything else, you just go ahead and ring.
I don't
And it
want
would be-
anything else.
It'd be just we'd really appreciate it if you would ixnay on the down low the whole Agricultural Tax Extension Committee thing on account of people don't always like tax men and tax women,
So
tax fae.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not even sure what whatever it is you just said is.
Perfect.
But you're not ministry.
We'd sure
No,
love it
you
if you
don't-
didn't go
you
about
don't need
talking
to
about ministry
worry.
stuff.
You don't need to worry. We're not here about you.
Okay. Well, that's fine then.
Thanks, Nave. That was a way clearer way to go about doing that. Wonderful, wonderful.
We're not very good at this, are we?
Nope, not particularly, but we'll get there.
We're good at so many things, but talking to people.
Do you know
doesn't
a
seem to be one of
Patrice?
them.
Yeah. No?
Yeah. What was his name again? Patrice.
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Yeah. Actually, he stayed here a couple weeks ago.
When was the last time you saw Patrice?
He didn't stay long, just 2 nights.
2 nights.
Must have been about a month ago, roughly.
We'll take his room.
Sure. Are you friends of his? Because I have his stuff.
Yes,
Did he
we'll
not
take his
check
stuff
out?
too.
No, and he didn't pay his bill either.
Well, I don't mean to alarm you, but we will definitely take his stuff, and from here on out, maybe don't tell anyone else about Patrice unless they're, yeah.
Why?
We might have some.
What happened?
Well, can't say what happened to Patrice, but let's do the math like we were just doing with Al over his drinks. Didn't take his stuff. It didn't check out. Only here 2 days. We can add 1, 2, and 3. Patrice is probably not in great shape somewhere. Not saying he's in a ditch. Not saying he's not in a ditch. But we're gonna need his stuff, and for maybe another conversation, just to check in about who Patrice was talking to, if you saw him interacting with any folks.
Okay. Well, I will go get your room ready.
Wonderful.
We will take care of his bill as well.
Thank you very much. Love to hear that. Her attitude perks right up when you say that.
Yeah. Nice.
And she runs off. Mary! Mary! Yeah, so you guys are left to your own devices in the common room. Like I said, there's a couple of, locals kind of milling around the room. Mostly just kind of drinking quietly after a long day. You notice that the majority of them are halflings, actually. They've got a special section of tables that are sized for small folk.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, but 20 minutes later, Mildred comes down the stairs. Says, your room is ready. Did you just want the one room? It's
We'll take an adjoining room as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
okay. I thought so. All right. So yeah, so she has the other room made up. She's like, well, you guys are lucky. You have your pick. Like I said, come in a couple of weeks. This place would have been standing room only. It's nice being the only game in town sometimes. Of course, the Baroness taxes me extra on pilgrimage weeks, but what I lose in revenue, I make up for in volume. So.
Why do you get
Side
taxed
question.
more? Why do you get taxed more on pilgrimage week?
Because the Baroness says so. She calls it a piety tax.
Piety tax.
That's smart.
She kind of looks at you like,
I open the portfolio and I just make a note. This isn't on the W2G form, but I just make a note. Baroness taxes extra on Piety Week. Or
It's really just smart and appropriate taxation, don't you understand, Al? It's the same sort of concept as income tax, where when people are earning more money, they pay a little higher taxes on it because it's appropriate. It's better for everybody that way. When you think about utilitarian ethics, when you're making a lot more money, it's really more appropriate for you to be paying more money because the taxes go to help everybody. And so if someone's earning way more money than normal, they should pay a little more taxes to help the people who aren't making as much during that time period.
That's true. You know what? I hate taxes. I get paid and then they take money out of my paycheck. And I hate that.
You're in the wrong profession, lad.
Huh?
He just flies up. He's like, Al, you're a tax agent. You just need to remember you're a tax agent, okay?
I think we should send this guy back through some of the,
No, he's got potential.
enrollment
No, really.
enrollment stuff. Don't you think you should at least watch some of the intro orientation materials again?
oh my god, I really want to see the intro videos now.
It's so boring.
I just imagine it's 1950s style, dun 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 dun. Hello, welcome to the Ministry of Compliance.
It's definitely like
Yes.
the TVA from Loki.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Orientation videos. It would be great.
Now let's walk through this scenario, and it has bad actors like, hey, you owe taxes. No, I won't pay them, and also you must die. Now, what should Billy do? It just shows Al suplexing the guy. No, pay your taxes. All right, well, he's got enthusiasm.
Look at the moxie on that kid.
Good job, Al. Okay. So she gives you the keys to 2 rooms adjacent to each other. The rooms they're actually nice rooms. They're overlooking Martyr Square, which is so looking out. As she's opening the room, she tells you all like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I know it's Monday now, but this weekend that square is going to be full of tents, people selling stuff. If you want fresh fruit or vegetables, farmers come from all over the place. It's really pretty awesome. You're going to like it. If you're here for that long, maybe you'll be gone early. Don't mean to presume. Okay. Anyway. And then she opens up the second room. She's like, "This was Patrice's room." And there's a bag. It was just like, standard like backpack, basically. It's like, this is all that was here. You're welcome to it. And
Can you tell us if he talked to anybody or asked about anybody?
Well, he did ask about the Dubois family. And he asked a little bit about the Baroness and her family. But we didn't really converse much. He was out most of the time. He mostly just came here to sleep those 2 nights. And he left in the morning, and he just never came back.
Thank you for your help.
If you need anything, just ring. And she makes her exit.
Okay, well, I guess Yvonne's gonna fly into the room that was Patrice's and start monologuing.
Okay.
So, he takes his whiskey and he swirls it. This town...
I'm gonna start going through Patrice's backpack.
Yeah. That's perfect. I think Yvonne is going to do an investigation roll, but he's got to do his monologue first. This town, what is there to say about this town? What is there to compliment about this town? I wouldn't have her any other way. But when you're an agent of the Ministry of Compliance, you never know where darkness leads. You never know when the storm's about to boil over. You never know if... Hold on a moment. All of our agents know where to hide the goddamn documents.
God damn it.
All right.
I just throw the backpack at you instead.
I like the idea that every time Yvonne starts getting too into his monologues, Nave just throws something at him. Shut up. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna use a
that's fine.
Bio Brick real quick. Bio Brick, BRB.
Sounds good. Steve's back and Casey's back. I'll show you later.
We are back. Blah.
Welcome back.
Okay, so Bob, yeah, he throws the bag at you while you're monologuing, knocks you off out your stride.
Damn.
Every time
Well,
I think
at
of
least,
people monologuing, I just think of the Calvin and Hobbes where he's pretending to be a private eye. He's like, I got 2 slugs in me.
Yeah, that's more or less where I'm going with Yvonne for a lot of those. Like, well, at least the view from the room is good. And he's gonna search not the bag but the walls and under the bed and in places where an agent might. Do we have like a standard place an agent would hide some stuff?
Not really. It's
Okay.
Excuse me.
if it was a standard place, it wouldn't be very secure now, would it?
That's a very good point. Well,
But you can investigate the room if you'd like.
yeah, I'd
You
like to
want
do that.
You want me to rip up the place, boss?
No, we're literally sleeping here, Al.
Right. Good idea.
Okay. I'm gonna use, I guess, Tides of Chaos because I've never used it. So, just to give myself advantage on I really want to do a good job searching, or as good a job as I can. So, roll with advantage.
Oof.
12. Double 9s. That is
Double nines.
unfortunate. Oh no, it's a 9 and a 6. 69. That's not as bad.
Excuse me.
So Bob, you look the place over and you don't really find anything secreted away.
Okay. Gotcha. Alas.
What time of day is it? Is it like evening?
Yeah, it's like late evening. Sun's going down.
Okay.
The weather has
I mean-
cleared up a bit, so that's the good news.
Okay. Who's sleeping on the top bunk? I snore pretty loud. I'm just gonna let you all know.
I'll be in the next room over.
All right, me and you, Knave.
Perfect.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just go to bed.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to do.
Nave, I brought earplugs. You might want these. I've always got some on me. I come prepared.
I'll take him, but you know me. If I'm disturbed in my slumber, I wake up not happy.
Oh, me too.
Steve, just a random question.
Uh-huh.
Before I leave the room that Nave and Al are sleeping in, 2 questions. Let me see if Druidcraft works the way that I'm hoping it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, actually, yes, it does. I can predict the weather, so I'm going to use the Druidcraft to create a tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be for the next 24 hours here.
Okay. It's gonna rain
if
tomorrow.
It's gonna rain tomorrow. Okay, so there's a cloud in the little orb. All right, we better prepare for rain. Second question: is it a full moon tonight?
No.
Okay, perfect. I still close the blinds before I leave.
I'm gonna have to fucking make a calendar. I'm gonna have to figure out what day it is and what the weather's gonna be.
Hey, there's a calendar module, Steve.
I saw
Oh, there
that.
you
I'm gonna have to. I was not planning on installing it, but now suddenly it's becoming clear that.
You let Kyle make a werewolf, so.
Well, fair,
I asked ahead of time.
and it was a reasonable question.
Okay.
And I'm mostly not a werewolf.
I'll before I go to bed, I'll go downstairs and I'll tell Mildred. I'll just go. I'll fly over to Mildred and say, just so you know, we got some stormy clouds coming on the skies tomorrow, and then I'll fly back upstairs.
Okay. Is anybody doing anything tonight?
No.
Gosh, no, we need to get an early start tomorrow.
No, other than
Ooh, now
What?
Tuesday morning.
is there just 2 beds in this room, or what is the room?
Yeah, Mildred. It looks like they pulled in another bed. Normally, there's only one bed, but she pulled in another bed.
Like
It's-
a sleeper.
Like a cot type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put the cot right in front of the door.
Nice.
Okay.
Now we have to move the bed every time we want to leave the door, though.
Yes, that's the entirety of the door.
What happens if there's a fire? It doesn't feel like that's very safe.
You go out the window.
It's pretty far down.
Learn to fly.
Well, that's just rude. Make the dragon board learn to fly.
Isn't that a feat that you can pick up, Casey? Okay. That whole party, except for Knave, is going to be flying.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe he's a werebat. Now who looks silly? It's
That's
you.
right.
We don't know what type of were creature he actually is.
That's
That's
true.
right.
He hasn't transformed yet.
That's true.
True.
He could be a were secretary bird.
A were ossuary bird.
Were penguin.
Were
A
penguin.
were penguin.
Wah, wah.
Unless you're
Wouldn't help
you're
with the flying thing.
unless
but-
you're Cumberbatch, and then
Alright.
it's a were penguin.
Penguin. Yeah. it's-
Penguin.
Penguin. Yeah, I like how he. Yeah.
So good.
Great. Now Sam's over here. Penguin. Sam loves penguins right now. So
Oh.
That's cool.
I do love the fact that they basically hired him to be a voice in the Penguin movie because he couldn't say penguin correctly.
I love when he's. What is that like British talk show? That's
I know which one you're talking about.
yeah. I love when they like play. And he's just like it's like you had it and then you just completely lost it. Penguin. Penguin.
Penguin in it.
Penguin. Yeah.
Banana. Too few. Banana. Too many.
So, Bob, you have Patrice's bag. There's only really like two things in it. There's a notebook, and
Okay.
there's a stick with bells on it.
Stick with bells on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll check those things out. I'll read through the notebook, or maybe I'll hand the notebook to Justice, and I'll investigate this stick with bells on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you play with the bells. I'll read the important stuff from the notebook. That sounds like an appropriate delegation of tasks.
We're probably both going to do both, but I figure you could take a turn with that first, since you like to copy down notes and stuff.
All right.
Grace is like, this sounds like schoolwork.
Which I love. So I'm
Okay.
very grateful.
So, Bob, as far as you can tell, by looking at it, it's
Mhm.
a stick with bells on it.
How many bells? What kind of wood?
Like dozen. Looks like birchwood.
Okay.
It looks like it was pulled together. It doesn't look like. It kind of looks like a rush job, honestly. Like the bells are on with some twine. Does not look very legit.
Okay.
As for the journal, Justice, do you speak Gnomish?
Do I speak Gnomish? I don't think I do.
If you do not, you are unable to read the journal.
That sucks. Who can translate for me?
I also do not speak Gnomish.
I can speak halfling. That's kind of like gnomes.
Can you read this? I'll show it to you.
No.
Well, then that's not helpful.
It's like I know
Yeah.
a Romance language. I can speak French.
Yeah, I don't know what languages I speak, but I sort of doubt that I speak that, so I'm gonna check it because I don't see it on my character.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's the
where
number
should
4.
it say that? I'm guessing as well, but I don't remember speaking Gnomish. So.
Yeah.
It's on your first page.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh, languages: Sylvan, Common, Draconic,
I
Abyssal.
don't
Got it.
see it. Oh,
It's
there. it is.
middle of the
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
page.
okay.
James.
Yeah, I don't either.
I like how Justice knows all like she. I love your language is abyssal, celestial, draconic. It's like
Right?
you're just missing
That's-
primordial, and you're like got all the.
That's mine too. I also speak Abyssal and Celestial.
Oh, that's funny. I speak Abyssal and Draconic. So if we ever need to, hey Al, do you speak Abyssal?
Draconic.
Okay, perfect. So we can always talk in Abyssal if we need to.
I don't own up to knowing Abyssal.
We know you know
I don't
Abyssal,
like
it's fine.
speaking Abyssal.
You don't want to perpetuate a stereotype.
I understand
think-
it, but I don't speak it.
I'm gonna
can
use the
speak
bathroom
it,
real
but I
fast. I'll be
won't.
right back.
Cool.
Okay, sounds good.
I have the hiccups and I just can't get them to go away.
I think it's because you were pretending that Al was drunk and they stuck. Because I noticed you doing the, and then I noticed it kept going, and I'm
They
like,
started.
is Casey just like staying in character? This is some
So-
Christian Bale shit here.
I told you not to order so many ales,
Second drink.
didn't I?
One of my favorite method acting stories I've ever heard is Dustin Hoffman, when he was a young man, was in a movie with I think it was Peter O'Toole, and Dustin Hoffman came into the set looking like shit. And Peter O'Toole's like, "What happened? Like, what? Are you okay?" He's like, "Well, my character." Because Dustin Hoffman's a character actor or a method actor, so he's like, well, my
Yes.
character's supposed to be like really rough, so I haven't slept in 2 days, so I could like really get the, the feel of the character. And Peter O'Toole looked at me and said, "My dear boy, have you considered acting?" Like, damn, Mr. O'Toole is just savage.
I like that.
Have you considered?
All right, I'm back.
Yay, he's back! Alright, so nobody speaks Gnomish, so the notebook will remain a mystery for now.
For now. Mm-hmm.
Worst. We need to hire a translator stat.
Alright.
Should we put an ad in the newspaper? Should we Craigslist this?
Morning.
I'm sure we can find somebody to translate it.
So
we didn't get
before we go to bed, Yvonne pulls out the W2G form and tallies up the total costs that we've accrued in the first day, and then makes a little subline that says the total for Patrice's costs. Patrice AWOL 2 days after arrival, and also if you could send a Gnomish translator, that would be wonderful.
Alright, you see the 3 dots,
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "Thank you for update, keep receipts." And then it says ... translator unlikely.
Okay, we'll add like we'll requisition translator in-house. Okay, and then Yvonne's gonna go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Time rolls on. Give me 1 second.
Now it's Tuesday morning.
Now it's Tuesday.
Now it's Tuesday morning. That's right.
There we go.
And now it's raining.
Now it's
Very
raining.
nice. Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of
We were
mileage out of
prepared
this
for
rain
this.
effect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. You guys wake up. It's raining. You look out the window. The streets are muddy. You see people kind of running from, place to place as quickly as they can. Yeah. So most of the open area in MILLWATER is kind of a muddy mess. There's no paved roads here at all. All the houses are made of brick and wood with gabled roofs, like steep gabled roofs. Probably because you're assuming the winters here are pretty. A lot of the winters in Erin can be pretty harsh. It's irregular, but every once in a while. So they're all winter roofs. And yeah, out from there you could see Martyrs Square from your window, and over here you see just like it's just like an assortment of. You can tell this like what they call the muddle here. It's just like houses on top of houses on top of houses. Any square foot there somebody could live, somebody's living. And then the most prominent building is the temple. This is like so. MILLWATER looks like 1,000 towns that you've seen all throughout the kingdom, but this temple is legit. Like this is a nice temple. Somebody with a budget built this. Yeah, we're talking the real thing.
Okay.
But yeah, the morning is gray and miserable. From the kitchen, you can smell frying fish.
Okay. Well, we expected the frying fish.
That smells yummy. Dave, help me move your bed out of the way.
I'll take care of it.
Is it just me, or does something smell fishy? He pushes his glasses up.
Yeah, that'd be the fish.
I hurry downstairs to
Okay.
get breakfast.
All right. Yeah. So the scene downstairs this morning is very similar to the one last night. There's a couple of people kind of instead of ale, they're kind of munching on fish and bread but yeah. Mildred sees you guys coming down and very quickly sets a table for you. The portions are not fancy. Like the food itself is not fancy, but it is plentiful. Like she serves a good table. There's plenty for everybody to eat. And she said, "I'm sorry, I didn't ask. Is anybody here a vegetarian?"
What's that?
So, I'm not a vegetarian per se, but I do only eat meat if it's ethically sourced. So, it's okay if you've got meat that was raised properly or hunted from the wild so that it was actually not suffering before it was killed.
Well,
Just don't worry. If you can't eat it, I'll eat it for you. Okay?
well, all of our fish are purchased from local fishermen who catch them fresh from down south, a little bit further southwest in the Blue Ribbon.
So that's supporting local business. I feel like that helps a lot of people.
I love that Justice is
that's
all about the
okay.
bespoke. All right. God, she came from
Bespoke, bespoke woke.
She came from Portland for sure. All right. Okay, so Mildred's like, so that's a yes on the breakfast then?
Yes. I would love to support your local fishermen by eating their fish.
Wonderful. I'm sure they'll be gratified to hear that. And she serves everybody breakfast.
Which fisherman caught this fish?
I didn't think to ask.
Oh, you should find out. That way you can tell him how good it is.
I will take that under consideration. Thank you, Mr. Abercrombie.
Know my name.
You signed the bill.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So Mildred's like, how long did you say you were all staying again?
Well,
Until we're able to locate our colleague.
Right. As long as you need. Got it. Okay. I'll just keep your rooms open then.
That would be much appreciated.
That being said, if you guys are here about a week from now, the rates do double because of the pilgrimage.
That won't be an issue.
Oh, great. I hope not. Not that I want you to leave. It's I have to go see if Mary burnt the toast, and she runs off.
smell burnt.
Under his breath, he whispers to Knave and Justice because Al's busy eating and won't know. Yvonne says, "So I don't know about you, but is it a little unusual for an innkeeper in the middle of fucking nowhere to know about the ministry?"
There are always stories.
Oh, all right, yeah, that's true.
No better place for them to grow wild than an out of the way town.
Yvonne just nods thoughtfully. Yvonne's a little lost in thought.
Does he say that? Yvonne's lost.
Yeah. The winding roads of the brain, like the winding roads of this town, never know where you're going to end up.
That being said, Yvonne, I believe we should get on with our day. The less time we spend in this town, the
Yeah,
less
we're-
wild stories they get to grow.
Where are we going first?
To the estates.
Yep, seems wise. Might as well start.
To the Dubois estates, at least.
Well, before we go to the Dubois estates, maybe we ought to take a stop by the big house. Because that is, theoretically, all product generated from the mills is supposed to come through the big house where it is subsequently taxed. So if that's the agency in town that does the taxation and we have that information, then maybe it would be good to make contact with someone there to get some numbers from them, compare them to the numbers from
Yeah, we can see if
Carter
Patrice
Dubois.
checked in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's the plan?
I think we're gonna we're gonna go to the big house
Okay.
over there.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. So, you guys, yep, you exit. Go blippity bloppity blippity bloppity blip.
What's as we're passing by Tinkertown, I think I'm just like looking out over there to see what's its deal and are there any gnomes?
There are.
Okay.
So Tinkertown is a pretty eclectic group of people. It looks like, so the most notable building there is the forge. Like there's a big ass
Okay.
forge over there, but with lots of workers. But there's also just like there's tanneries and distilleries. It's just like every kind of like industry that's smelly and gross that you don't want in the walls. It's all packed in there, like
Okay.
nuts to butts. And it's there, you know, it's close to the river because they just throw shit in the river. But yeah, so it's a even in this miserable rainy day, it's a industry hive. It's just people are working their asses off.
There's a gnome. You want to ask him?
Al, we got it. We checked them. We clocked them. We'll come back.
All right, so you guys head through the mill gate, cross over North Bridge, and reach the big house. The big house is a large, ugly brick building. It is like basically y'all been to Costco, right? Like it's like Costco. It's a giant square building specifically for holding large quantities of shit. It was built with economy in mind, not with beauty. As you approach, you see workers going in and out. There's carts. There's not as many carts today. Like you see a couple of carts filled with things. Like they're all. You can't see what they're carrying because everything's got a tarp over it.
Yeah, it's rain. Of course.
Because rain. There's no guards or anything. People are just like this is a working place. There's people waving things in and out. You see what looks like what might be a foreman or some sort of manager. You know, you can tell he's got a clipboard and he's yelling at people.
Is it Bruce?
Bruce?
The
Sure,
guy who brews
yeah.
the stuff at the bar?
Sure,
Okay,
we'll say it's Bruce.
perfect. I'll fly over to
I'm gonna have to make
Bruce.
a Bruce token.
I'm gonna fly over to Bruce and and flash the Agricultural Tax Extension Committee badge, and say, "Hey, Bruce, nice to see you again. Me and my fellow ATEC agents would like to talk with you about some records that we need to attain."
All right, so you flash the badge at him, and he like looks at it, or sorry, you flash it, so you hold it up and you put it back away, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I'll hold it up long enough for him to look at it.
all right, he looks at it, and you flash it. You could tell he didn't get a chance to read all of it. Like reading's not his speed reading is not a skill he possesses. But
Okay.
he's like, you're a tax man?
Yeah, Agricultural Tax Extension Committee.
Tax people.
Very progressive of you. Well done, Al. You get a star. And he reaches into his thing and puts a star on his chest.
Well, I don't know anything about no taxes. You're gonna have to talk to Twig.
Twig. Wonderful. Also, Bruce, got to tell you, that ale you brewed, spectacular.
Right? Isn't it good? That's all locally
Really?
sourced grain. You know, the milled at the sisters. You know, that's good stuff. This other stuff from Andonin, nah. It all tastes like, you know, like swamp water. It's gross.
You don't know what you're talking about, Bruce.
Well,
Little did...
hey, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and an ale is
Oh,
the finest ale in all the land.
Good gracious.
Thought we were going to crack the case wide open, but really, Al is just going to crack Bruce's skull. But Al, come on. No, we gotta go talk to Twig. Bruce, again, thanks for the ale.
And that watered down
Stay on task. Stay on task.
Sorry.
Your passion for the ale is appreciated.
Damn craft brewers don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Now Al's one of his character flaws has to be like hates craft brew.
Casey, gain inspiration. I love you arguing with the craft brewer. All
Feels
right.
a little too like your real life in San Diego, but anyway.
I mean,
inspiration tracked on the sheet.
I saw it at one
Oh,
point.
there it is. Okay.
It's
You found it?
yeah.
cool. I don't have to.
Got it.
Means I don't have to look for it. All right.
It's just a little check.
So yeah, you guys enter the warehouse, and like I said, it is a giant place that's filled with boxes and, you know, corrals and just piles of folded textiles. It's a lot.
Good rhyming.
Thank you. Totally intentional. Yeah, and it's very busy. There's lots of guys moving stuff around, arguing with each other, tallying things up. Very, very busy.
Okay. Look for someone whose nickname or actual name would be Twig.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to find. You ask a couple people, and they basically, there's an office, like, up a set of stairs, like an overseer's office.
Mm-hmm.
And they send you to... Oops. Twig.
Okay.
So in the office, you see a tiefling gentleman who's currently like scratching his horns with a pen and like looking over what looks like a ledger. This guy looks like he hasn't slept a lot recently. He looks very, very tired. And you come in and he like looks up and he looks back down. It's like, I'm not looking to hire anybody else. Thank you. The night watch is full.
Just gonna walk up and I make a note of the night watch mentally, but I put the ATEC badge down on the table and I slide it until it's in his field of view.
Okay, so you slide it in, and he's like, the pen stops, and he looks at you, and he looks down, and he picks up the badge, and he looks at it. Ministry?
Agricultural Tax Extension Committee.
And he like looks at the lot of you, like you're all
Mhm.
lined up.
I walk like I'm gonna stand like if he's sitting in a like an office chair basically or like a behind a desk.
Right.
I want to stand on his side of the desk.
Okay.
Yeah, I just see Al, like, his posture. I kind of imagine, like, Nave goes to one side and Al goes to the other side.
All right.
Great.
Nave, why don't you roll Intimidation with advantage?
I can do that, even though I have no charisma.
Hey,
Didn't need it. Look at that.
That.
look at that -1 charisma paying off. All right, so
you rolling the intimidations from now.
so yeah, so he like looks up at looks at all of you, and then he looks over and does like the ha, because he didn't hear Nave like walk up on him, and Nave was creepy looking. So
Like, Dave's creepy looking even when he's not large.
right. So he's creepy looking, and he kind of currently smells like wet dog a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, what are you doing in Millwater? How can I help you? Sir?
Our colleague would have come to visit you.
Colleague?
Patrice.
Patrice? Is that his first name? Or
Patrice Jacobs.
Patrice Jacobs? Was he also ministry?
Agricultural tax extension committee.
Sorry, agricultural. What you said? Was he also agriculture?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Okay. I don't believe I've met the gentleman in question. When was he here?
2 weeks ago, for 2 days.
Okay. 2 weeks ago. Nope. Not ringing any bells. I am just filling in for the day. Normally, Sheriff Bones is in charge. But he's not here. I'm just, doing some paperwork for him because he's very busy.
Well, you could probably still help us. So Sheriff Bones is busy, but we'll get a chance to talk to Sheriff Bones down the road. For now,
Sure. Does the Baroness know you're here?
we have her on our list of places to stop by today. But,
Okay,
we
great.
wanted to start with getting some records on the taxation based on a number of mills in the area.
Right. Mill taxes. Yes. So, I don't think I have that information right now, but there's a lot. But if you give me like 2 days, I'd be happy to pull them up. It's just, you understand this. I have to talk to some people. I've got to talk to the mill owners and get all that data because we don't keep all of that here necessarily unless there's an audit. Is this an audit?
I think it behooves you to have that information tomorrow.
Let's pretend it's an audit.
Okay. So I will do my best to get that information for you tomorrow, but I'm telling you, it's probably going to be like 2 days because I gotta talk to the Dubois family. I gotta talk to the Bogart family. I might have to consult the Baroness, just in case there's a, just in case. Just want to be thorough. You understand? Technically, I'm a servant of the crown, so obviously, we're kind of same team. Same team.
Yeah, that's always good to hear.
But yeah, so like I said, give me 2 days, and I'll have all the information I can get my hands on. You might have more luck than me if you want to help expedite the process. I'm not saying I'm not your boss, obviously, but if you wanted to help expedite, maybe you could go directly to the mill owners. You can hit one of them, like I could do one, you could do the other.
We'll talk to the Dubois family.
Yeah, great call.
You sure you don't want to do the other ones? Because I can do the Dubois family. You can do the Barger family. Or not. It's your choice. I'm just, spitballing here, throwing ideas back and forth, because we're same team.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
Huh.
We'll talk to the Dubois family.
As you should. Great idea, boss. Just wonderful. Okay, well, I will talk to you. What time? Where you guys? You're staying at the inn. Of course, you're staying at the inn. There's only one inn. Did you want to meet at the inn?
Yeah. Feel free to stop by the inn, Twigs.
Great. Awesome. Great.
We'll be seeing you, Twigs.
He said that so fucking ominously.
He's like, it's just Twig, but okay.
For now. I like, Dave, is that okay? Who's that?
I just kind of like shoo you forward as we walk up.
We were doing strong guy.
This is the most ominous
Yeah.
nickname mix-up of all time.
That was great. All right, so I guess we're going to see the Baroness.
You're going to see the Baroness. Okay.
I guess we are, yeah. Seems like that's how we grease the wheels in this town a little bit.
Okay.
This bridge is so long.
It is a long bridge. All right, so you guys leave the big house. Cruise back through. And tromp. Actually, not that way. This way. To Castle Fairweather.
Okay.
A very good name when it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be ironic!
Ooh, there's a picture of this one too.
Pretty.
Oh, look at that. So there is.
It's
Looks
a
like the
French
place we...
castle.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Okay.
guys trudge through the mud. Something to note, on this side as you're going through, as you're crossing the bridge, you guys can see from the big house and from the bridge, these two mills.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're crossing back over the north bridge, the mills whistle, like the mill whistles go off. It's deafening. It's like, even from the distance, it's super loud. And you see mostly halflings, but also some assorted other races. But halflings like 60%, humans 30%, and like 10% associated others start rolling out of the houses here along the river and start marching for the bridges. A lot of them trudge by you. A lot of the people pretty much all of the people actually look very, very poor.
It's like mid-morning.
This is still pretty early in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
But anyway, you trudge through, doop 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 doop, till you get to the castle. The castle itself, yeah, as the picture shows, it's a pretty nice place. It's a little bit more weather worn than the picture I showed. It's like those of you, Casey, when you look at it, like it's a castle for a given value of castle, but I give you a couple of catapults and like 2,000 guys, you could take this place down, no problem. Like one good sapper team would make a misery of this wall. Like you're like, meh. This is a rich person castle.
Yeah. It's not a military castle.
No. But you guys announce yourself. How are you announcing yourself?
I mean, I think we're announcing ourselves as Agricultural Tax Extension Committee members.
Yep, I think that works.
All right. Bob, roll me persuasion.
Okay, I will. I will roll you persuasion. And as soon as I find my character sheet, persuasion. Normal.
Ooh.
Ooh, well, not a great roll, but it's 10.
Okay, you are politely but firmly told that the Baroness is busy today. Please come back tomorrow.
Can I make an appointment?
If the Baroness is available to see you tomorrow, she will see you.
So we can't make an appointment.
If the Baroness is available to see you tomorrow, she will see you.
Oh, okay. What's she doing?
She is indisposed.
Oh, she means she's on the crapper.
Yvonne grabs Al's ear and just starts flying away.
All right.
All right, where else in town might we find a lead? Okay, actually, at this
You
point,
could fly in there.
but I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, but you could.
Yeah, so could Justice.
I don't see why we don't just go straight to the Dubois family estates.
I mean, the murderers?
We haven't gotten there yet. We don't have any evidence. That's the thing that you need to put to cause.
Sometimes we hand wave that back on the force.
We don't hand wave that here. You can't just sprinkle a little residuum on it. It doesn't work that way. And
Okay. I'll try either way.
Casey,
Not everything that looks like a wallet.
Casey, I have to ask. So in Andonin, there is a Justice Guild. It's actually one of the Golden Guilds of Andonin. Were you a member? Are you a member in Standing, or were you a member in Standing, or
Probably not. Probably
Okay.
just a
Okay.
guard.
just a grunt? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? You're like, I'm not gonna pay them
Yeah.
5% of my income so that I can vote on what kind of bagels we want. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about unions.
Okay. If we should we put a help wanted sign up for a translator, or do we just want to go find one of those gnomes and offer them a gold piece to translate some stuff?
Well, I probably shouldn't be asking. They usually get frightened of me.
I'm sure the innkeep would know somebody that could translate.
That's a good point.
for us. We'd also
Yeah.
don't want it just to be some random person.
Yeah.
Ideally, we find somebody that's.
Yeah, I guess
However, if we put the help wanted poster up, it's a little more equitable about the people who are potentially being offered the opportunity to get the money. Otherwise, it's a little biased because you're only offering the opportunity to people who know the right people. And the people they choose might be a little biased based on their biases about who they want to hire.
Yeah, so we'll talk to the innkeeper.
sounds like a good plan, Nave. I think so. I think rather a reliable source in this case than just a random smattering of happen folk. Random smatterings don't generally go well.
All I know is I always try to get the lowest price when I'm trying to bias.
That's something else, Al. God damn it.
on to the Dubois estates. I do think Justice is right in one regard. We should have our defenses up and be ready for anything.
Yeah. As we're walking out of the entryway, Yvonne just goes "Book," and casts Mage Armor on himself.
All right, so where are you guys going?
We are going toward the Dubois, I believe it is, not Dubois.
Yeah, it's Dubois.
Dubois.
Estates. But I think on the way we'll stop by the Morning Rose and ask Mildred if she can find someone or if she herself speaks Gnomish.
She does not, but she says she can ask around.
Okay. We're gonna get if she could get 2 people.
Okay. What's your budget?
Or- Hmm.
I mean, it's unlimited, right? We just put
No,
a
it's not.
receipt.
It's not unlimited out. We still have a limit. I'll look at the notebook again really quickly and see how much writing is there in the notebook.
There's quite a lot.
Okay. So as an adventurer, I don't know what the freaking going rate on a transcriptionist is, and so I have to do some quick mental math. Hey, Justice, if you were going to charge someone to transcribe something from let's just pick any language, infernal, abyssal, something like that, what would you charge them?
For any translation?
Like of this approximate amount, and hold the notebook out.
I mean, you'd want to make sure that you were paying them living wage for the appropriate amount of time, because if you don't give them enough money for it to be worth their time, for them to actually be able to afford food, then they might as well not do the work.
Okay, perfect. So what would be a number?
7.
Is that a number related to the amount of gold we should
Why
be
are you
paying
asking
them?
me to calculate the numbers? I thought
Because
you were
you
the
love
one who's good
nerdy
with
shit like
numbers.
this.
Aren't you supposed to be being the leader and stuff?
All right, perfect, fine. You're absolutely right, Justice. Thank you again for your vote of confidence and the incredibly useful, helpful tip that you just gave us. 7. The rate will depend on the speed and accuracy of their translations, which they will confirm by the other party, and we will pay each of them a gold piece when the transcription is done.
So you're
That's a lot of money.
She's like, I think I could find. Is it a gold piece per translator?
Yes.
I think I could find somebody for that amount of money. And she
Yeah.
takes the journal. You're gonna give her the journal, or are you gonna?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, I think I could find somebody. It might give me a day.
Okay. All right. Translators, give them a day. This is a thing. Give me a day. Give me 2 days. Come back tomorrow. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's almost like people, have work to do.
Ah, it's horrible.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're heading to the States.
My headphones died.
No headphones.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
So good.
Hello?
Is Casey back?
Hello?
Hey, you're back.
I'm back.
Cool.
Anymore.
Yeah. So heading to the Dubois Estates.
All right. So getting to the Dubois Estates is actually kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh.
You can either cut through Tinkertown, you can kind of cruise up and then kind of hop a fence across this bridge, or you go through Goldgate and take the road. Which way are you gonna go?
Well, if we go to Tinkertown, we might be able to find some gnomes there.
No, we already got that covered out.
Oh. Very expensive. I'm not paying for it.
No. We'll go through the main gate and around.
Yeah, that's a good call.
We don't need to go through Tinkertown.
Okay.
Oh, private rolling dice.
Does it show up as private roll?
Yes, 2 privately rolled some dice.
Interesting. Okay.
Question.
Uh-huh.
He rolled a question based on a D question. Yeah.
Okay, and gonna roll one more of these. Where'd you guys say you were going? Sorry.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a.
All the way around. Okay. All right. So it takes a long time to get there, only because the roads are so shitty right now. Everything's wet, and by the time some of you can fly, and that's great, but half of you
We're not
can't.
ditching Al and Nave or anything.
All right. So this road takes you right past steel mill.
Okay.
So over here you see a bunch of kind of dilapidated housing, clearly more like bunker house style housing than anything. And the mill itself is a large building that's billowing smoke into the air, but it's also another hive of industry. There's dozens of people milling around doing stuff, a bunch of people doing stuff. You guys cross over this bridge here. It looks like it was fairly recently constructed, in very good repair, and you go to the Dubois estates. As you cross this little private island, you see there's trees not super old, looks like they were planted maybe 5 to 10 years ago. And the estates themselves, the building, there's these large buildings these are new. These are fairly new. These are not old school buildings. They're done. Casey, you immediately recognize them as being more of an Andean style architecture. And yeah, there's lights on in every room of the house, which is unusual. Usually you only light the rooms that you're in because candles are expensive. This one, every window is blazing with light. You go to the front door, and announce yourselves as...
Hold on, before we go to the front door.
Okay.
Yvonne, are you good at persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a thought. And the thought is... we're obviously here, for the tax reasons, but also to find Patrice.
Patrice. Yeah.
Patrice. What if we make it known that Patrice is not missing? I'd like to see what the reaction is.
Okay, so you want to work in some... Well, I guess first... Okay.
Our colleague Patrice was here earlier. He mentioned to us, we talked to him this morning. However, it's worked into the...
Nave, I think it's important for all of us to pull our own weight when we're doing these things. So I go ahead. Feel free to take that one along for yourself.
Fair enough.
And Yvonne will step back, float back, and just kind of hang out. Not a big fan of outright lying when I can avoid it. So, but I can see its utility.
All right. So does that mean that Nave's making the introductions?
Yeah.
I've already. What's the agricultural? What's it called?
the Agricultural Tax Extension Committee, or ATEC.
All right.
Everybody's got a badge, by the way.
Yeah.
But everyone we've shown them to is like, oh, ministry, which is interesting.
Well, it's so the Agricultural Tax Extension Committee is a subdivision of the ministry. So your badge is going to have the ministry. It's like, if you're part of the FBI, but you're part of the Cybercrimes Division, you're still going to have an FBI badge.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, Mildred did.
So it's not weird that people ask ministry, but Mildred's response was different.
Yeah, Mildred's is different because you didn't flash her a badge. Everybody else, you flashed a badge thus far. Like, oh, check out the badge, bitch. But Mildred, not so
Okay.
much. She was like, oh.
She just knew.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting some hot fuzz vibes from this place.
All right. So Nave's doing the introductions.
Guess so.
Yeah, take it away.
I knock or whatever.
Okay. You knock, and looks a servant opens the door. It's a man in a very sharp outfit.
Yeah, we are here with ATEC. I'll flash the badge. And we need to speak to the proprietors of this household.
All right. Guy looks at the badge, looks at you. Says, 1 moment, please, and disappears into the house. Actually, he opens the door for you and ushers you into like a little foyer. Nice place. Like, this place is crackling with money. Like, this is. But
You gotta tax everything on this thing.
But this is like nouveau riche. Like, this place, you could tell whoever, the Dubois family likes to show it off that they've got the cash. There's stuff, like everything in this place, it's like everything's made of like marble. Like, there's like a marble pillars and stuff where there's no reason for it. Things are gilded. There's like fake plants in the foyer, and the leaves are gilded. There's artwork of questionable taste on the walls. Like, there's too much of it. Like, everything about it just speaks to a person who has a lot of money, doesn't know what to do with it, or just is really, really, really eager to tell everybody that they're very rich. But he ushers you into this foyer and says that he'll announce your arrival. Disappears. About a quarter of an hour later, he comes down and says, "The master will see you now. Please follow me." And he leads you into a study. And this is like the man cave version of a rich person's man cave, basically. It's a study. It's a large room. It's got 2 billiard tables in it for some reason. It's got books lining the walls, like leather-bound books that don't look like they've ever been opened. There's like a humidor the size of a large desk. There's next to a full-service bar, and at one of the billiard tables, playing with himself, you see what is probably Carter Dubois, a very large orcish gentleman in a very, very nice clothes. And he sees you come in, he's like, "Oh, come on in. Y'all welcome in my house. Fix yourself a drink, grab yourself a smoke."
Oh, okay. I do that. Fix myself a drink.
Yeah,
What do you plan?
Ivan goes and gets himself a smoke.
I'm just playing some billiards. You play billiards?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, come on over and grab yourself a stick. I normally play for money, but if you, I wouldn't want to trade pennies with a ministry man. You've already got too much of my money. And he takes a cigar out of his pocket and like flicks his finger and a fire pops up and he, lights it and puts his finger out. Oh, so which one of y'all ministry? That's it's funny. I actually spoke to a gentleman of your persuasion not too long ago. Please take a seat. Can I get you anything? I see some of you grabbed a smoke. Any of you require any further refreshment?
I just look at Nave.
We're just fine.
Just fine. Just fine.
All right.
Speaking of our colleague,
Yeah,
We're
it's Mr. Oh, goddamn, what is his name? Jacobs. Yeah, Agent Jacobs. That's correct, right?
yes.
Yep.
We're
Fine
just
fellow.
doing
Little small, but
a follow-up on Jacob's report. We met with him this morning. There was a few things that he didn't get from you that we just need to follow up with now.
of course, always happy to help the ministry.
Did he have any reaction when he said we met with him this morning?
Roll insight.
I can do that. Normal. Not like that.
Just rolling fire today, Bob.
Yeah, haven't been rolling great. I should use my thing again, but I forgot to.
He doesn't seem to have any reaction.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, any questions? I'm more than happy to help. Oh, have y'all met my wife, Dagatha? And y'all turn around and, like, haunting the doorway to the study is this tall, dragonborn woman in a fantastic hat. And, I'm trying to figure out a way to put this. Have any of you, like, met a person who just, when they enter the room, they suck all the air out? That's Gatha. Like, she is, like you can tell, like, you haven't even spoken to a word to her, and you know that she doesn't like you. It's like, oh, Gatha, why don't you come in and say hello to these ministry boys? And she just kind of looks at you, she's like, didn't we already meet one of their ministry boys recently? Yeah, there's just some more of them. You feeling all right, love? You're looking a little peakish. And she just kind of, and then just turns around and walks away. He's like,
Okay.
oh, don't mind her. She's a sweetheart once you get to know her.
I'm sure she is.
Lovely.
Casey's in love.
What kind of dragonborn was she? Also white?
I think hold on, let me look at her. I think she's actually blue, but let me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's blue. She's like a pale blue with darker blue on the ends. Yeah.
She reminds me
Okay.
of my mother.
This game's gonna take a weird turn, folks.
And that's how we turn a 2-week game into 12 weeks.
That's right. This week on Casey and Mother.
Oh god, it's so wrong. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, Carter kind of sits himself down in a big ass leather chair, the sort of chair made for a very wealthy orc gentleman. It's got like horns, like kind of the way like he sits in. It's like backed, but the way he sits in it makes it look like he has like this crown of horns coming out of his head. He's got a big old glass, if you want to call it that. It's like a pint glass full of some sort of very strong alcohol and a big old cigar in the other. He puts his feet up. He's like, so, what kind of question y'all got for me?
Steve, do we know what the tax discrepancy was?
It was described as just being like an irregularity. That, not much more than that. I'm gonna say you do know what it is. I'll provide you with more details next week. Sorry.
Okay,
That's fine.
I just wanted to know if it was something we knew or.
Yeah, it would be something that you would know. It was like, consider it like a suspicious number. Like, so you know how you probably don't. Why would you know this? I don't know why I know this, but like like $10,000 is the most you can gift somebody. So if you gift them like $9,999, that's like the government's like, Okay. If you do it once, it's like suspicious, but if you do it twice, that's an investigation. Sort of along the same lines, where like he did like the books say that like
Okay. I just wanted to get an idea before I
yeah.
finished or answered the question. Okay. So what does he need from, or what are we doing here essentially? Well, Mr. Dubois, we are hoping that this minor issue with the taxes will take us less than a day to resolve. But we will need to unfortunately run an audit.
Oh, come on now. An audit, is that really necessary?
You know, unfortunately at this point it does seem necessary. We're confident that it's going to be, if anything, something very minor, and we will leave you and your business to their own things.
Well, we all know that an audit takes more than a day now, don't we, son?
Well, for most, yes.
Oh, feeling very confident. I like that. Well, as I told your, Patrick, your,
Agent Jacobs.
Agent Jacobs, sorry. Yes, of course. As I told your Agent Jacobs, I'm more than happy to comply with whatever it is you require for your audit.
That was what we had heard from him as well.
That's wonderful. Well, you know, whatever you need, you just tell my boy out in the... You met him, a smart fellow, a little slow. On account of his age, I believe, but... Nonetheless, you tell him whatever it is you need, and he'll tell me, and I'll get you whatever. Where are y'all staying at the inn?
Of course.
Well, Night if I'm pleased, that queen lady, she, done a splendid job with it.
Quite a lovely place.
Yeah, y'all, if it's not comfortable, y'all more than welcome to stay at my estate. I've got plenty of rooms.
Wow.
I got 16 rooms. I don't know why I built it like that. There are only 3 people living here, plus the servants, but they got their own place. Nice place.
Well, that is much appreciated. You could understand that we have to politely decline, as we cannot be seen to be accepting favors.
Of course, conflict of interest.
Pat Al could see his disappointment.
Yeah, we don't want to take up any more of your time today, sir. But we will be in touch the next day or so.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, if you have any other questions, my door is always open.
We appreciate that very much, Mr. Dubois.
All right, he stands up and he kind of like walks you to the front door. Like, you know, he stuffs a cigar in Yvonne's pocket.
Yvonne nods gratefully.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, fella, I didn't catch your name. And he points to Al.
Oh, what's my name again? Oh, Abercrombie. Agent Abercrombie.
Agent Abercrombie. You know, if you still want to catch that billiards game, you stop by any time, and we'll rack them up.
Oh, dude, thank you, sir.
All right, well, I'll see y'all later. Don't be strangers now.
Yvonne's gonna pull out a little packet since he gave him a cigar, and what one good turn deserves another. He's gonna pull out a little packet of Feywild pipe tobacco and hand it to him.
He's like, oh, what's this now? And he pulls a monocle out of his pocket and like looks at it. He's like, oh, now that is a splendid gift. A man of distinction and taste. I like you, sir. You're welcome anytime. All right, y'all have a nice day now.
Bye. He was nice. His wife was very lovely.
Al, we've got to have some talks, but not right now.
Okay.
All right. So
What's
what's
everybody's passive perception?
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
God damn it.
And
My passive perception is... Hey, mine's 10 too, Casey. Nice.
Justice is really good at all these passive checks, actually.
That's good. Someone here is wise.
All right, Justice. As you're all like walking away from the manor, you kind of pause and look up, and you see in one of the windows, you see it looks like an orcish woman, like standing at the windows, just like staring after you guys.
I will immediately draw everyone's attention to it.
Okay, so you like point, like what do you
whole,
say?
The whole party. Huh?
Don't look now, but
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so
I said don't look. Ow! Ow!
What?
Al, you
Really?
see
But I see the woman that you're looking at us.
Al, you see an enchanting young woman with green skin staring down at you, and when she sees you noticing, she you wave at her. She jumps and like runs off. You didn't think this was gonna be a dating sim. It is now.
Bachelorette
It's just-
number 2.
Casey, Al's gonna start romances with all of the characters. Classic RPG.
Harem anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no is right.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
All right, by this
Alright.
time it's about like late morning, like noonish.
Okay. I mean, I still want to check out the temple too. You know, honestly, okay. So this is outside of character, but Bobby wants to go check out the fucking statue because we're in an RPG, and you know what? There's a hidden lever on that statue that's going to open up a passage down underground into a corridor of some sort. But we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there.
I need to go to the bank.
Is there a bank? Oh, there is a bank. That's right.
Why do you need to go to the bank?
Because I gotta cash my last paycheck. They made it out to the wrong bank, and I have to go to another bank, and now I'm gonna try this bank. Maybe they'll be nicer.
Well, we could check in and see if the innkeeper is found as a translator.
Didn't they say it was gonna be a day?
Shit.
It hasn't been a day. It's only been a few hours.
That is true. Al, very well done. He gets another star.
3 stars.
That's only 2 so far, but that's okay.
Oh.
You counted the one that you saw in your left eye and your right eye
Maybe
twice.
this.
Yeah,
Then it
Yeah.
looks like 4 stars.
that's Shows you a lot about subjectivity there, Al.
What's that?
Something we don't even have time to talk about. Let's go down to the temple.
All right.
All right, so you guys are going to the temple.
Yeah, it seems like a worthwhile thing.
Okay.
Maybe we'll make brunch.
So you guys go to the temple. Sorry, just people yelling. So the temple itself, you find out, much to your sorrow, really only holds official brunch. Like the official full brunch is only on Saturdays.
Oof.
But there is a kitchen open at all times just around the corner. It's operated by the temple. There's a free breakfast for anybody. It's a free pancake breakfast for anybody who requires it.
Some pancakes. Anybody else want some pancakes?
Al, it's not for us.
No, I'm gonna go get some.
But Al, yeah, that's not for us.
It was free.
Yes, for people who need them. Free pancake breakfast is not for
I'm
us. It's not.
hungry. Therefore, I need pancakes.
No, you see, you paid for trout this morning because you can afford to pay for the food. The pancake breakfast is for those disenfranchised folk. Probably the people who work for the mill, because it doesn't look like they're being paid very much. But that's
Well, I don't have any
Totally.
money because I can't get my paycheck. So therefore, I need money.
Or you could go check out on your whole paycheck thing.
I know, but pancakes are right there.
Someone
But
else
it would
want to
be
try?
unfair to the people who don't have any food and can't afford any food. You can afford food, we will feed you, and look at your stomach. You've got enough to keep you going for a while, if you know what I mean, Al. So just don't worry about it. You're gonna be okay. Other people actually need it.
I'm just imagining
Maybe-
a Dragonborn dude with a dad bod with the, you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
Al, maybe if you get your check cashed and you offer a tithe to the church, they'll give you some pancakes.
You mean just like 5 pancakes?
You know, I don't know how many they'll give you. It's really entirely unknown. But you know, if you could find out.
All right, I will.
Okay. But for now, we're gonna go into the temple, not to the pancakes.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Great.
Well, that sounds like a bad idea, but here we go. So,
See, that is a good idea. Get pancakes.
We interrupt a blood sacrifice.
womp womp. That's our bad, guys. Sorry, we'll come back later.
We get the pancakes first.
I told you we should have got the pancakes.
That's gonna come back to haunt me, but that's okay.
So, you guys enter the temple. Doors are open. So it's more like a cathedral, really, than like your standard church or temple. Absolutely brilliantly designed. You see iconography. If anybody wants to roll religion, you can.
I have religion.
I was gonna say, do I have that? No, I don't. I'm not bad at it, but I don't have it. Oh, well, that's okay. Kyle's rolling fire, so I don't need
Yeah,
to.
it's a good roll. So, Kyle, you can start like observing like the injustice. You probably get most of this too. So, you guys
yeah,
like
you.
you start investigating a lot of the artwork inside the temple. A lot of you guys recognize this, a lot of like of Four Petals iconography. A lot of it tells the story about the Four Petals and their adventures and their travels. But obviously, this is a temple dedicated specifically to Saint Clara, who is the patron saint of MILLWATER. About her many feats of arms, her selfless sacrifice battling a demon to save the people of the town, her giving a sorrowful death monologue to her compatriots before she succumbed to her wounds, etc. But yeah, so that's mostly like what the whole thing is about. There are pews mostly at this time of day on a Tuesday morning. It's mostly retired people praying for grandchildren. Casey knows what's up. And so it's yeah, so you see towards the like the front, like there's you know, pews going forward, and there's stairs going up to an altar. And you see, like, not up at the altar, but kind of standing in front of it, you see a silvered-haired gentleman speaking with a couple of retirees, and you clearly recognize him.
Patriarch Robbie Martins?
That's him.
Okay. Is it Robbie or Rob?
I'm not actually sure. We'll say
Okay.
Robbie.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy. But yeah, he's in you know, it looks like relaxed. Well, he's not in like formal wear. You know, he's in kind of relaxed clothes. But you notice like the clothes themselves are the highest quality, and he has a silver headband on. Yeah, you see him like, you know, he looks like he's conversing with a couple of people.
Okay. Well, do we do some things that are not just standing there staring at him? Maybe sit for a bit. Justice, why don't you take this one, since you know, man of the faith, you being you and all.
Justice is all about it, but Grace is half asleep. Starting to miss
Yeah,
things.
this is probably a good. That's a good point.
This is a good place to stop anyway. I realize it's late for you guys. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, thanks everybody for playing. Is anybody will pick up next week? I believe I'm good to go for next week. Does anybody have any questions or comments?
No. Thanks for running.
Yeah.
Great job on the Foundry stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
coming
really is
along
good.
pretty well. Everybody gained inspiration, by the way. Everybody did. Everybody did a great job. I know Casey's already got one, but
Oh, here's a question that's
Yes.
not really about. Sorry, I muted myself for a second there. Would we want to add another player?
we can. Who did you have in mind?
My buddy Ben, I think is. I mean, I'll see if he's available for Wednesdays, but he's been looking for more D&D stuff to get into.
Yeah, as long as Ben is 1 cool and 2 not uncool, then
He's
Based
definitely
on
not
Kyle's past
uncool.
history of bringing people into our games, I trust it. So we're probably good.
Kurt and Austin.
they're both good pulls.
You got a great track record.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I'll see if he's available Wednesdays. I guess also, if you think that this game is going to be over next week, then that would.
The way it's going, the answer to that question is no.
Okay, that's what I assumed.
We only got to 1/8 of what Steve planned today.
I've got. So y'all saw how much work I put into this thus far. You guys,
Yes.
there's a lot going on here.
Barely scratched the surface. Yeah, I could believe it.
Casey's
We're
like,
doing
didn't you have
the
that?
thing we do sometimes where we drag things out by talking a lot.
How dare you have
Role-playing
fun?
is fun.
Yeah, Casey was like, didn't you have a ministry game plan? I was like, fuck. It's easier in person because I can bullshit a lot of this, but for like the digital tools, I'm like, well, actually, I can go hard. And everybody's got portraits and backstories and all sorts of shit. All right, anyway, does anybody want to start a clock?
We could start a clock.
Hold on, I'm going to start a clock. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We got the hunt on again.
No. Let's see. Unwanted attention. Okay.
That's the clock.
I was gonna say we could have a clock. The villain, the BBEG makes a mistake.
That's
Something
no.
like
That's
that.
not how that works.
No, I got.
Okay. How about an unexpected lead? I like that as a clock. It can be a six piecer or something.
An unexpected lead.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Blue.
What?
Just
Yeah,
sounds fun.
yeah, it just sounds fun.
It
right?
does sound
like.
It does sound fun. So we'll. Oops.
And I'll put mine in there.
All right, hold on. Oh, that's right. I gotta do it like this. It's dumb, but
Then the question is, did we get inspiration after we did clocks or before?
before.
Damn. Okay. So then I didn't get one.
You're
I used-
using it planning on doing the recap next week.
I mean,
what I'm hearing.
maybe I didn't do much of a recap this time, but I do. I now have a plan to do the recaps in monologue form to give me some more practice with my PI detective voice. So I'm
like it.
I like
ready.
it too.
That's worth that's actually worth the inspiration.
If I can
Sometimes
actually
it feels
pull
like
it off,
a
yeah.
cop-out inspiration to be like, I did the recap, give me inspiration.
Yeah.
But if you do it in proper, like, old-timey PI monologue form,
Okay.
in character monologue recap,
Now,
that's proper worth an inspiration.
expectations are super high now.
I've got it. Yeah, I feel it.
He's gonna write it out and he's gonna rehearse it beforehand.
Good.
Now, I bet.
Good.
And have some ink on your
Trench coat,
hat,
hat. fairy wings.
smoking.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have any clocks they want to start?
That's all I got. I
Alright.
got nothing.
All right.
No
Well,
idea.
sounds
If my transformation was moon based, I would say full moon, but it's not.
But that's good.
So.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not. Okay, so it's a moot
Mhm.
point
No,
then. So
It's a moon
whatever
point.
I want it to happen. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay. Let me see if I can. So, oh wait, is the stream still going?
It is, but I can turn it
Okay.
off. All right. All right.